Hi, I'm Shane.
I'm Kelsey,
And
this is
Dixie.
Dixie, and
We're
Love
Love
Hut
Hut
for
for
Life.
Life. We've now been on the road for 76 weeks in our self-built slide-in camper / tiny home on wheels.
That's right, guys, and this week we made our way to Sedona, Arizona. It was a fun ride here, and as always, the journey getting here was more incredible than the destination. Of course, we took the scenic route, and of course, we found a whole lot of gorgeous free campsites along the way.
If you guys have any questions or comments about this week's video, make sure you leave them below. And if you do enjoy this, make sure you give us a thumbs up as well.
When we left you last week, we had just arrived in Burro Creek Canyon and had our eyes set on Sedona. But first, it was time to explore our absolutely beautiful surroundings and see just how many pretty shiny things we could find along the way.
We were both totally overwhelmed with the beauty of this place, but I particularly was because I finally had made it to Burro Creek Canyon. I've been waiting to come here for quite some time. The amount of semi-precious stones that can be found in this one location is just overwhelming.
What you got?
Ugly rock, wet rock.
Whoa.
I don't know what it is. I doubt it's anything. It's just very pretty.
Put it in the bag.
So, this is what we started pulling out of the washes and ditches down the side of the dirt road. And we thought we were doing good. This is actually perlite. But then I ran across some fellow rockhounds and they showed me if you look in a certain place, you can find stuff that is blue. So now that we've had lunch and a lot of water, we're gonna go blue. We'll see what happens.
We could have stayed and dug in that spot for so much longer, and we're having so much luck. But we were out of water, so it was time to make our way back to the house and get that house somewhere parked safe for the night. I'd say we did okay for the day.
The next morning, we were all excited to get our noses back to the ground rockhounding, but first we had a slight issue to deal with. Originally, these were the wrong joints for this silly design, but I worked with what I had. It took 500 and how many days, Kelsey?
526?
526 days for it to finally vibrate apart. Fortunately, I keep a little soldering kit with me, and hopefully I can get it to hold until maybe we can repair it a better, more substantial way.
I think it'll hold. With the sink as fixed as it could be for the day, we were ready to set out on our adventure and see if we could possibly have as much luck as we had the day before.
It's hot. I give up. I found a few that people had bust open before I got to them, and they had quartz veins running through them, but I can't seem to locate anything worth having out here. Did find some cool agate though, and I'm pretty excited about that. Let's go.
Yep, it's time to get out of here, but Burro Creek, we will be back. Yeah, I'd say this spot is pretty perfect. What do you think, Dixie? Is it good? Is it good? You like it? And guess what, guys? We even have cell phone service, so our video might come out on time. Hey, Shane.
Hello.
You ready to look at all those rocks that we found?
There is a lot to look at.
So no, maybe just drinking tonight?
Yep. Budweiser. It works. What you got there?
I don't know. We still haven't looked it up. We finally got cell phone service though, so we're about to start identifying all of this crazy stuff that we found over the weekend.
I do believe that is referred to as Burro Creek Blue in your hand.
Burro Creek Blue.
I think. Maybe.
We think. We'll find out for sure.
Stay tuned.
We were actually quite impressed with what we made it out of there with, and you can see a lot more of it in Wednesday's video all about Burro Creek Canyon.
Now that the sun's going down and it's not so hot, we're finally gonna get out of the house. Come on.
Watch for the cow manure. There's lots of it.
Look at all these trees. Have I ever told you how much I love trees?
A time or two, babe. I love them a whole lot too, though. A sunset hike in these beautiful hills was exactly what we needed to end our day.
So today I'm hoping I can get the rest of this diesel heater mounted up with the parts that I'm short, because I still have yet to find a hardware store. So today we're headed to Prescott. So hopefully I'll be able to get what I need there. So we'll see what doesn't work after we leave this spot. So there's a small fitting that goes in the bottom of the gas tank where the fuel is pulled from the tank through the pump. That snapped as I was tightening up, so I've got to go get a better quality fitting for that as well. So I'm going to do my best to get everything wired in so I can stop at a hardware store and fix these few components outside and fill it up with diesel while we're in town, versus another night without knowing if we have heat or not. So hopefully tonight we'll still know. We'll see.
Okay, it looks like that heater is about as done as it's going to get while we're here. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple pieces that just aren't functioning right, and I need a certain length screw. So we are going to pick up those pieces tomorrow. Due to high winds, we haven't been paying attention to the weather, and there's some high winds coming this evening, and I did not want to be driving in it. So we're going to sit here and finish up a few more small tasks, maybe a little wiring. As you can see behind me there on the corner, it's a little hangy.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we've been putting off, and here is as good a place as any to take advantage of some downtime and get that done. Who would want to rush off from this place anyways? Look how pretty it is. The next morning, we knew that we only had a small window of time to get out of there before the high wind started. So we were up with the sun and on the road.
So I've been to 6 different stores here in the Prescott Valley, and nothing I can find is similar to this mysterious part from China. So I'm stuck with trying to special order it on the internet tonight, and we're going to be using propane heat for our high elevation visit to Arizona.
Sedona, here we come.
Alright, y'all, this is it. Our first camping spot on the 525. Look at all this red dirt.
Guys, look how awesome this is. This may be the most beautiful place in the world, although the camping isn't quite as remote as we're used to. It's hard to complain when things are this pretty.
Maybe if we drive further down the road later.
Later.
Not today.
First, we're gonna let Joe meet up with us, though. That's a smart man, ladies and gentlemen. He knows the good way to a girl's heart is tacos. At least a Texan's heart, huh, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, Dixie, it's Joe. It's Joe. Are you so excited?
One more. Oh my goodness. It's so good.
Dixie, do you like pancakes?
You can't have any more.
As beautiful as this spot was, we knew that the 525 hosted spots far more spectacular, and we had our hearts set on finding one of them.
This overlook was one worth me and Kelsey standing and debating long and hard about camping on top of, because 1, the view was beautiful, and 2, apparently it was one of the stronger vortexes in the area. But in the end, we decided to come down that hill and head towards those big red rocks we had been staring at.
Coming down this road, you see signs for trailheads everywhere. We decided to pick one of the shorter ones and walk around this beautiful little lake for a bit. Yep, guys, this is the type of spot we've been looking for all day.
I don't think we could ask for anything more perfect. So after seeing all of those yucca plants yesterday, I just couldn't resist, and I talked Shane into going back and seeing if he could find me one on the ground that would make a really good didgeridoo, and I think we have the perfect one. We're gonna have to make it a little shorter for it to fit in the love hut though.
As much as we hated to leave this spot, we were in need of cell phone service and a spot big enough to fit a bus and a van next to us.
Boy, that's a tall order for a Friday in Sedona.
Shane, what are we doing?
We're driving backwards to this turnaround because we got to the bottom of this hill and we couldn't go any further. And that's what you do when you drive a big yellow house. Drive backwards up mountains.
Fun times. This is totally safe, right?
Yeah, as long as you don't fall.
Please don't fall. Well, guys, it's not exactly as remote as the places we generally like to get, but Sedona is very, very full this weekend, and there's room for a bus and a van.
We got to end our week enjoying a beautiful sunset surrounded by friends, and then headed in for some nice juicy steaks.
Y'all, Sedona is absolutely beautiful, but there are a whole lot of people here right now. So we're gonna hang out for a few days and put our adventures in Sedona off until midweek. In the meantime, we're building a deck on a school bus and we're pretty excited about that. On Wednesday, you can look forward to a video all about Burro Creek Canyon and all of the incredible gemstones that we found there and what we plan to do with them.
I would like to thank each and every one of you for following us along so far. And if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll know every time one of these videos comes out, and you'll get an update on our life.
That's right, guys. Thank you to each and every one of you. You're awesome. Be sure and check out our other social media pages as well, such as Facebook and Instagram. Peace out, guys. We will see you Wednesday. Have a good one.
Bye, y'all.